Like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
Protesters demand arrest of former Sri Lankan PM Mahinda Rajapaksa over attack. Protesters have demanded Sri Lanka's newly appointed Prime Minister arrest his predecessor for allegedly instigating an attack against them earlier this week. The protesters made the call while camped outside the official residence of Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, who was appointed on Thursday by President Gotabaya Rajapaksa in a bid to hold onto power and quell the island nation's political and economic crisis. The president's brother, Mahinda Rajapaksa, resigned as Prime Minister on Monday after an attack on peaceful protesters triggered a wave of violence across the country. 9 people were killed and more than 200 wounded. For months, Sri Lankans have been forced to wait in long lines to purchase essentials such as medicines, fuel, cooking gas and food because of a severe foreign currency shortage. The group of about 10 protesters now camped at the Prime Minister's residence said they don't trust Mr Wickremesinghe, a former 5-time Prime Minister, because he is close to the Rajapaksas. Wimal Jayasuriya, a 43-year-old teacher, said Mr Wickremesinghe should have Mahinda Rajapaksa arrested if he is truly on the side of the people. If he doesn't, then he has to get ready to go, Mr Jayasuriya added. Mr Jayasuriya and the others said they were among the protesters who were attacked on Monday with metal and wooden poles by Rajapaksa supporters who were leaving the then Prime Minister's residence after meeting with him. Thousands of protesters have joined weeks of protests outside the President's office and the Prime Minister's residence demanding their resignations over the country's economic crisis. Read more. Mahinda Rajapaksa and his family have taken refuge at a fortified naval base in Trincomalee, on the northeastern coast. A court has issued travel bans against him, his former cabinet minister's son and 15 others, including other former ministers, pending an investigation into the attack on the protesters. Mr Wickremesinghe's appointment has been opposed by some politicians and religious leaders who say he is part of a corrupt system they want overhauled. As Prime Minister from 2015 to 2019, Mr Wickremesinghe was accused of protecting the Rajapaksa family from allegations of corruption and other crimes after Mahinda Rajapaksa lost a presidential election in 2015. The main opposition party, which split from Mr Wickremesinghe's leadership in 2020, also opposes his appointment as Prime Minister. Mr Wickremesinghe says he can prove he has the support of a majority of Parliament and will be able to solve the country's economic issues. Sri Lanka is near bankruptcy and has suspended repayment of its foreign loans pending negotiations on a rescue package with the International Monetary Fund. It needs to repay $7 billion, $10 billion, in foreign debt this year out of $25 billion due by 2026. Its total foreign debt is $51 billion. The Finance Ministry says the country currently has only $25 million in usable foreign reserves. Space to play or pause, M to mute, left and right arrows to seek, up and down arrows for volume. AP